nothing more than flesh and bones. You no longer need to suffer. I offer you peace and salvation. Be not afraid. Your soul is now mine.
When we look at this character, a lot of times we think about this character as relentless, unflinching, and a tyrant.
Like great descriptors.
They're pretty cool. I think you'll see it through the character. Relentless, it's able to attack. It's got a lot of cool mix-ups and a lot of variability. The unflinchingness, you'll see it in the uninterruptible stance, aka super armor, and ability to trade and survive. And Tyrant, yeah, once you face one of these on the field, you'll know why we call it that.
Yeah, I'm already scared of the character just looking at this key art. So, you know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine once we get into the game. So, why don't you guys take us through the actual moveset and a little bit about the go-to combos that players could look at playing the Hitokiri for the first time?
Sure. I mean, this is your big chance to screenshot, so I would say grab this.
Yeah, let's freeze frame right here.
Yeah, perfect.
Take some time.
All the stuff in the set.
Very slow, very nice analysis. Excellent.
Yeah. Hitokiri is our samurai heavy. And we thought it was really interesting to go with a heavy. When we look at the axe, it's big. It implies a lot of strength and power. And then we saw that as extended into the character. The character needs a lot of strength and power to throw this axe around. So that's how we think of it as a heavy in this case. And we'll see that through the character, yes, with the super armor, yes, with the feats. It's all about being the executioner, getting big executions, and then trying to snowball that into a strong defensive unit.
And so if I may interject, what do you see this weapon, the Masakari, how does it influence her moveset, and how does it make it different from different characters?
So a lot of when we build a character, it stems from the weapon, right? This weapon wants to chop people, right? It wants to get executions. So we're like...
It looks like it.
Yeah. So how do we get this character to get executions? So as Francis is starting to throw a few attacks, we're seeing heavy chain, infinite heavy chain, variable times heavies throughout the chain, culminating, of course, in fully charged unblockable heavies, all of which can be feinted at any time. What does that mean? The fun and the correct thing to do when playing this character is throw a lot of heavies.
Okay, so you have to play, do you think that you have to play a more aggressive style to be an effective Hitokiri player?
I think so. You'll be able to attack. You'll be able to also trade with the amount of super armor that you're seeing there. But because of the variability in the timing that you have, similar to Shigoki, for example, you can really mess up the opponent. They won't be able to parry you reliably, and you're going to go and hit and hit and hit, and that's your game plan.
And in terms of team fight, what role do you guys see the character taking on? Is there a specific composition that may work with this character, a play style or role that they should be taking on, starting off with this character?
For us, we very much see it as like an aggressive heavy, right? Whereas Shigoki very much wants to sit on a point and hold it. This one has a bit more ability to sit on a point, force you out of a point, push around a little bit, transition between like B and C or point B and C, for example. But once you get those executions, then you'll start to get a little bit stronger. We'll see a little later on, and really become a menace on the field. So let's kind of go through the fight kit here. Basics can open with a light or a heavy. And once you start, you can infinitely go through a heavy chain. As you're seeing here, you can end it at any time with a light finisher. There you go. You saw that one with super armor there. That was light finisher. So again, heavy opener has super armor. So a bit of options. Whenever you need super armor to trade in a group fight, you have some attack that can do it.
Yeah, and going back on what you said in terms of the actual fight style of this character, it's kind of interesting because it's a heavy, as opposed to the Shigoki where the body is maybe heavier. This time around, it's actually the weapon that's like dictating the moves, right?
Yes, definitely. Whereas here, the weapon is heavy and this character is strong to push that around, use momentum, and really put her body into it. And you're seeing here, like, especially when she charges those unblockable heavies, it starts to get a bit more of the power and the momentum. But anyway, this piece here, I want to show the importance of, yes, the heavies can be fainted. We've shown that.
Finisher?
Yeah, perfect. The heavies, we've shown the light finisher right there. Yes, is not interrupted on block. So you end up neutral with the other opponent at the same time, meaning you should be able to attack again with your super armored lights or sorry, super armored heavies, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay, perfect. What else do we have in the kit? We have kick mix up. Inside the chain, you can do a kick at any time. If it hits, it guarantees you're heavy. So you
Excellent execution, by the way. It's just really excellent.
even though I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
So heavy, kick into free heavy. That's a cool thing on this character. You can charge the kick, which you'll do here, and it becomes a sweep, which gives you a free light opener, and then you're back inside the chain again.
I always have trouble with sweeps, whether it be Valk, the Shaolin. It's just a mess on my side. So this is going to be another thing to avoid, I guess.
And you're probably going to be unbalanced a lot of the time against her, so that'll be fun. What else is cool about the kick sweep? If we charge it and then cancel it with B, you can then guard break or light attack or whatever you want afterwards. So
So a lot of options.
a ton of options
Nice.
throughout the character at all times.
In terms of 1v1, do you think that she's a very strong character?
I would say yes.
Okay,
I
nice.
think against most people it's going to be doing some good work.
Not good news for me.
No.
But, okay, all right.
Well, unless you take her, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Outside the chain, we have zone attack. Hits a pretty good range and has quite a bit of forward movement. As well, you can do dodge forward heavy. Also has quite a lot of movement in it. So you can control space. If you were feinting something with your kick mix-up or your heavy mix-up and they decided to roll away, that's something that might be able to stop them. So that's pretty cool. We can show sprint attack as well, because I always forget to show sprint attacks, but we got them anyway.
Nice.
So that's pretty awesome. And I think that's the extent of the fight kit there.
That's awesome. And so, obviously, the character is not complete without its feats.
While you execute, you get super armor, and while you execute, you get a shield that fills your life bar. Or that is a full life bar's worth of shield.
So, no interruption when she's executing an opponent.
Exactly. This applies to any execution.
Wow.
Yes. So
I feel like that is
current
going to be super useful.
It is super useful, yes, because you see this warden can stop her with heavies. Minions, so pikemen and soldiers will not interrupt you, so you can execute in the lane, which is super cool. So yeah, cool utility.
Nice. Let's head over to feat 2.
So feat number 2, she's going to mark an opponent. They'll become revealed, and if she or any of her allies executes that opponent, everyone nearby will get HP regen. So watch the Hitokiri's health bar and heal.
Wow.
Yes, so it applies whether Hitokiri does the executing or whether her ally does the executing.
And does she need to be within a certain vicinity?
Yeah, you might have seen like an
a
AoE
little
kind of go
bubble?
out. Exactly,
Yeah, okay.
so you have to be reasonably close by,
Okay.
but in a group fight,
Enough
most
to
people...
collect the soul, like a safe distance.
Exactly.
Okay, I get it. Makes sense. Let's head over to feat 3 then.
Perfect. Feat 3. So, boom, she gets the execute here, and she gets a defensive buff. That's indicated by that cool glowing green stuff around the heads on her waist. And you see the little defensive buff icon, which is a 30% damage debuff.
So it's not an actual shield. Oh, it is a shield.
No, that's a tier 1 feat.
Okay.
Is applying the yellow shield bar to her, and the defensive buff stays on
Okay,
afterwards.
so she takes less damage once this feat is activated.
Exactly.
Understood.
Forever until she is killed.
Okay, wow.
Yes. So her goal is get on execution, become strong, never die again.
Collect souls again and just grow stronger. All fits with this character. So let's head over to feat 4, which is really, really cool. I really like this. So why don't we show the tape?
Feat number 4.
Yeah, that's right.
200 damage.
200 damage.
Basically one hit kill.
Is that a mistake? 200 damage.
No,
you said,
that is
right?
correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And that is on one character? Is there a purpose? Is there like damage that's going to be inflicted on other characters that are surrounding this this beautiful move, this acrobatic move that I wish I could accomplish?
Thankfully, single target, no, so she's only going to kill whoever she's focused on.
So it's like a guarantee.
Guaranteed, it's pretty much guaranteed. However, the opponent could have a shield bar, damage, resistance, like Hitokiri's tier 3 feat, could apply a damage debuff, attack debuff on the Hitokiri, so you can manipulate her damage to be a little less, and you could theoretically survive it.
But chances are you're pretty much finito.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that I think about does it in terms of presenting the tools that